Hey everybody, Clint and Dave here. We want to talk about the news that broke last night that Neill Blomkamp is going to be doing an Aliens movie. So last night he Instagrammed this picture saying, I think I'm officially doing an Alien movie.
Oh yeah.
Which was far from an official sounding statement because it started with This morning it has been confirmed, Deadline is confirming that he has officially signed on with Fox to do an Aliens movie. It's going to take place, well, we don't know. The movie's going to come out after Prometheus 2, after Ridley Scott does Prometheus 2. Ridley Scott is also going to be producing this Neill Blomkamp Alien movie.
Yeah, well, I think, I mean, for me, I read it as it's going to be some kind of sequel to the Alien franchise that Sigourney Weaver was in, considering a lot of this came from him working with Sigourney on Chappie, her talking about how the franchise left off, how she had wished that some things were different for Ellen Ripley.
Ripley kind of got a raw deal.
Yeah, she really did. Really, ever since Aliens, she got a raw deal, right? Stuck on a prison planet, and even worse, lice. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is. Though it is coming after Prometheus 2, I think they just mean the movie itself is coming after
Production-wise, they're going to make it after Prometheus 2.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying.
So now, looking back at the concept art that he released online, which, by the way, quick aside, apparently if you want to get a movie made, just go ahead and put out your concept art or, you know, your Deadpool test reel.
Yeah, exactly.
You just get it made overnight. And all of that artwork, it looks like the movie, in his mind, his take on the movie is basically his Alien 3. Because Hicks is there, he's got the acid burns and everything, and Ripley is there. Now, that can't happen, can it?
Well, yeah, in other words, can they just decide Alien 3 and 4 didn't happen?
Right.
Yeah, they can. Why not? I mean, can they do it? I guess it's whether they can do it, whether they should do it. I think the issue is that there isn't a lot of love for Alien 3 and 4. There's a few people out there that do sort of like them, but overall, those strong directors, looking at you, David Fincher, they're not the strong ones of the franchise. They're not Aliens.
By and large, we would be willing to forget them. At least with like Superman Returns.
Yeah.
Like that took place between Superman 2 and Superman 3.
Yes.
Like at least there was a gap in there where like, well, let's look at these events that would have happened. There's no gap in Ellen Ripley's chronology because she's asleep for like 60 years between the first two movies. She's asleep for like a bunch of more years between Aliens and Alien 3, and then she's dead at the end of Alien 3, and then she's a clone in Alien Resurrection. So there's no like, well, let's check out Ripley and Hicks's adventure on this other planet.
Exactly. Because there's no way to fit it in.
There's no way to squeeze it in. So we would literally have to forget about two movies, and I just don't see how. That's such a specific ask.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this movie takes place after Aliens, and as though Alien 3 and 4 never happened. And I was so excited about it last night, and then hearing the more reports about it this morning that it may be a follow-up to Prometheus 2.
Yeah.
Like, narratively. I'm sort of cooling on the whole idea, but really what I realized, I was looking at the picture that he Instagrammed last night, and if you step back from it and kind of let your eyes go lazy, it looks like Master Chief's helmet. Every time I hear Neill Blomkamp is going to do another movie, I'm like, oh man, I'm mad we didn't get his Halo movie. I mean, even the rest of his concept art that he leaked, like the way that the buildings look, and there's that sort of artificial nature inside a man-made structure. Like, it all looks like Halo. You know, this is his opportunity to sort of go do that otherworldly sci-fi. All his sci-fi has been really grounded and dirty and real. Yeah. And so if he were to do an Alien movie that takes place in these you know, giant monolithic kind of structures, you know, maybe he'd feel more comfortable, and maybe we'll get more than sort of District 9 rehashes. Yeah,
and speaking of District 9, he also does a lot of stuff that are sort of these, you know, metaphors for human issues, you know, like you were saying with being grounded, and it'll be interesting when, you know, he can't necessarily lean on that other than the whole, like, you know, corporations are evil and going to destroy everything that really Alien and Aliens is based on.
But even Weyland-Yutani is not around anymore.
Yeah.
If it is an Alien 5, Fox has been doing a really good job with all of their franchises for the most part. I mean, X-Men is in good shape. Planet of the Apes, obviously it's really successful.
Maybe Fantastic Four.
You know, so maybe we'll see. You know, them sort of retooling an Alien franchise. I trust them. Yeah. Like, I trust. It feels weird saying that I trust Fox to do the right thing.
And I frankly don't think they've made a good Alien movie since Aliens. I mean, that's my opinion of it. So, I mean, it'd be nice to, you know, even if it's just like a Rocky Balboa type thing with like the one last one with a star to do it right, or at least half right, that's cool.
The other thing that I do like, though, and we're seeing this with J.J. Abrams doing Star Wars movies and all the other younger filmmakers that they're getting to do Star Wars movies, is like, getting these iconic franchises and bringing new filmmakers into them to do their takes is wildly more preferable to me than Ridley Scott doing more Prometheus movies.
100%.
Sort of related, I really enjoy what Phil Lord and Chris Miller do with like the Lego Movie and Jump Street, because they clearly love the subject matter that their movie is based on.
Yeah.
And so it's good to see younger filmmakers getting a shot at iconic franchises. If we're going to get reboots and sequels, like, at least let's get a new take on it.
Especially when they're passionate. I mean, Neill basically said that Alien and Aliens are his 2 favorite movies, and this is what he's always wanted to do. So, I mean, he's ready. I mean, his stuff is awesome.
All right, well, I'm sure new and interesting facts about this movie will be coming out here in the next coming weeks and months, and as it becomes more and more official. So I'm excited, at least, to see a new take on the Alien franchise in general. We'll see how it shakes out. Let us know what you think about it in the comments down below. Make sure to click like and subscribe, and come back next time for more movie news on CineFix Now. Honestly, I'm going to watch Alien vs. Predator again.
Why would you do that?
Just to see.
Just to see the Predator and that girl do the fist bump?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Honestly, yes.